Welcome back to yet another vlog with Fund and Rock. I hope you guys enjoyed last week's vlog because I showed you guys a little bit of the insight to what it's like to be a streamer slash trader with Fund and Rock. From waking up early to walking the dog and just giving you guys some, motivational talks, going to the gym and showing you the inside of trading. So in this video, we're going to take a slightly different approach. This time, I'm actually going to be trading a $10,000 one funded account two-step challenge, guys. Yeah, we're going to keep it simple and we're not going to go for the 100K account. We're not going to go for the 200K account. We're keeping it simple with the 10K account to show you that if I can do it, you can do it too. The plan is very, very simple. We're going to try and pass this challenge in the space of 1 week. But in order to do this, we're going to have to add a few add-ons onto our package. So I have gone ahead and got a $10,000 account with an additional add-on for no minimum trading days. So literally once I pass this challenge, let's just say I pass phase one, I don't have to trade 4 extra days or 3 extra days, whatever the package contains. I can literally jump straight to phase two right away and begin trading. So the plan of action is very, very simple. Pass phase one, pass phase two, and hopefully catch a beautiful trade on our live account so we can get this payout. So this week, I'm just going to quickly jump over to Forex Factory and see what's in store. So this week, Monday the 13th, today there's actually no trade, there's no news events, which is perfect. Tomorrow we have CPI. Wednesday we don't have anything. Thursday we have GDP, and Friday we don't have anything at all. So this is very, very good. So in terms of the challenge, guys, the game plan, I'm going to keep it very, very simple, and I'm going to be completely honest with you guys on my approach on passing challenges, right? When you're trading challenges, guys, the mindset that you need to keep is you have to pass the challenge. You don't want to be holding a challenge for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, etc., etc. The game plan is to trade disciplined enough for you to pass it in a fast amount of time. So my approach when I'm actually doing these challenges is very simple. Instead of me risking 1% per trade, I'm looking for A1 setups. That's the first part. After I find my A1 setup on the trades that I take, I will actually risk as much as 2 to 3%, aiming for a nice 1 to 3 minimum. So the first couple of trades, I can push it over the edge and potentially pass phase one in literally one trading day. Once I've passed phase one and I pass phase two, the minute I'm on the live account, I trade properly. What I mean by this is very simple. Now I'm lowering my risk. I'm risking not 0.5% to 1% so that I can literally find a nice 1 to 2, make the money, and on top of that, get my initial investment back with the payout. So that's very, very simple, and that's how we do it on this side. So stick around to the end of the stream, guys. Sorry, stick around to the end of the video, and hopefully by the time you see this, phase one is passed, phase two is passed, and we will be on our way to getting a nice little payout. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So stick around to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace. So we have literally finished streaming the Asia session stream. We found a couple setups on GJ. Hopefully, by the time we wake up, our trades will be in some sort of profit and phase one will be one and done. Now that that's done and that's out of the way, literally, we just want to kick our feet up for a couple minutes before we hit the hay and wake up and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to do now, literally just going to kick my feet up, play some FIFA, and call it a night, and hopefully wake up to some good news and trade some more. So yeah, peace. Okay, so while I'm just playing this game real quick, guys, a little thought just came into my mind. and I think I should share it with you guys. And it's just the importance of having a trading plan and having a strict set of rules that you want to follow while you're trading. So you just don't want to be entering the markets blindly, just trading any pair you see and all that kind of stuff. That's not good for your trading career, like long term. What you want to do is very, very simple, guys, yeah? And what I do suggest to anybody that I speak to about trading or anybody that's a student of mine is literally cut it down, shut out the noise, right? What I mean by this is basically less is more. Instead of looking at flipping 20 pairs for the whole week, how about you just cut it down and look at, 3 pairs, maybe even 1 pair. I do suggest it's better to look at 1 pair so you know that pair like it's your baby. That's why I literally only trade GBP, JPY, and sometimes I trade US 30, like the odd time. So when you do have a strict trading plan, it's so much easier for you to hop onto the charts and create that routine for yourself that you're at the point where you know exactly what time you're trading, what pair you're trading, and the setup that you're looking for. And if it's not an A plus setup or if it's not a B type of setup, you just don't look at the charts at all. And that's just keeping it literally plain and simple. A lot of people don't back test. A lot of people don't even know what their strategy consists of. Like, this is why I always preach this, guys. You have to have some sort of trading plan that you must follow. If you're not following it, you're just literally just trading blind and you're showing up random times every single day, which makes absolutely no sense. Whenever I'm hopping onto the markets or hopping onto the charts, I keep it simple. I look at the charts at literally 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. That's my London session. If there's nothing happening in that London session, it's okay. I cut out the noise. I step away from the charts, then I come back for New York. So when I'm trading New York session, I'm literally just looking for setups between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. Anything outside that, I don't care. And that's what I do think a lot of you people should do. And if you're watching this and if you're not doing that, I highly suggest that you start doing that and, literally do what you have to do. And that's why people have a hard time, I believe, passing prop from challenges because they don't follow the rules. So the rules are very, very simple. You can only make 8%, you have to make 8% to pass phase 1 and 5% to pass phase 2. However, that's the rules to pass. But the rules to keep the account alive is, you're not allowed to trade news events. That's one. You can't have a trade open 2 minutes before the news or 2 minutes after. That's two. You must have a stop loss set before you enter any type of trade. That's 3. And then the main thing is the overall drawdown of 10% and the daily drawdown of 5%. So if you're not adhering to these rules, of course you're not going to pass. And if you don't have a trading plan, of course you're not going to be getting consistent payouts and seeing progress inside of your trading journey. So that's one thing I do suggest that you guys should do if you are trying to take your trading career serious and you want to elevate and push it towards the upside. And the last thing I will say is get a mentor. Get somebody that's done this before. There's no point of you being a new beginner trader and you're actually not willing to invest in somebody that's been here before, that's taken, let's just say, 5-6 years inside the markets, and they can tell you mistakes that they've done and they can literally fix your mistakes so you can have a way better trading experience instead of you taking 4 years to become a consistently profitable trader. With the mentor, that 4 years can be cut down to even less than a year. That's something I highly suggest. So I've just been ranting on for too long. I'm losing focus in this game. So let me hop back onto this game and whip some ass, or even get my ass whipped, and continue on with this vlog, guys. So yeah, I'll see you in the next part. Right, guys, it is now officially 7 o'clock in the morning. It's time to do our early morning ritual, which just consists of doing some journaling and just quickly opening up the Bible app, seeing what the verse of the day is. Once that's done, we're going to start reading this book. But while we're on the topic of literally just looking at the charts, let me give you guys an update on what has happened with our account. So literally, as you can see, we are now on stage 2.
As you can see, we're now on stage 2, but I'll quickly open up the challenge we done yesterday that we just literally passed. Boom. So this is the challenge that we done. Everything was beautiful. Literally, the sell that we had anticipated from Asia session, it literally just played out to the T, guys. So only one flaw though, right? Even though I had an 8% target, I do believe there was a bit of commission on that trade, which however made me not make 8%. So as you can see, I made 7.5%. So this morning I quickly scaled in on the lower time frame to look for something deeper to see basically if I can catch a nice buy or catch a nice sell. I ended up catching a nice buy, literally use the exact same lot size and all that kind of stuff, and that's pretty much that there. So let me quickly show you the charts. So we caught the sell literally last night. We caught it on live from here to here, right? This was a nice 1:3.96. And this morning I've seen another opportunity because like I said in the stream, price just made a higher high. We were just selling to make a higher low, so now we're expecting price to continue to push towards the upside. So our take profit has been hit, which is amazing. So what's happening next is very simple. We're going to now start trading our phase 2 account, and obviously we're just going to wait until the news event happens today, which is the 14th for core PPI. Once the news comes out, we're going to try and see if we can take one more trade, and hopefully we can pass phase 2 in one go. So now we are going to continue on with our early morning routine, which is just consisting of walking the dog and all that stuff. Then we're going to come back, check the charts, and see if we can find a setup for New York session. So yeah, let's do this. Just like that, guys, as you can see, we have officially passed our phase 2 account. We have made the 5%. However, let me just quickly talk you through what I done. So we had sales on GBP USD, which ended up being a loss of 2%. Then we doubled back and entered two positions on GBP USD once more, entering buys. So this is basically how we managed to pass phase 2 and phase 1 in literally basically just 2 trading days. So we took the sells from here to here. Then in the morning we took buys from here to here to pass phase 1. And for phase 2, we actually entered sells somewhere around here during our London session. Something like this. We were in a little bit of profit and we got taken out. So immediately once we were out of profit, I literally just looked at the charts once more and realized we are actually still in an uptrend. So with that being said, I changed my bias and I scaled into the lower time frame to look for a nice break and retest. And that's exactly what I found over here. Price made a higher high, it came back to make a higher low. Then I entered my two positions on GBP USD like so, which pushed me over the edge to pass phase 2. So as you can see right now, we have another position right here. This was sent to the members after core PPI came out negative. So this was actually shared with the members online. As you can see over here, we found that nice sniper entry up top. Boom. We were looking to sell it from here all the way to down here. And currently speaking, this is what we are looking like at the moment. So the sales, the news came out over here and we were literally almost got hit by our stop loss, but price is now pushing down for a nice 1:2. So that's basically phase 2 done. And yeah, so for the rest of the week, we are going to be trading live and we're going to try and trade GBP JPY on Thursday morning, and hopefully we can make some nice profits so we can get a payout with Funding Rock. Okay, and just like that, guys, we have officially closed off our first trade on our live account. We made a total of $576, which equates to 5.76%. If you ask me, like in a week, passing phase 1, making 8%,
passing phase 2 making 5%, and making another additional 5% all in the space of 3 days. That is legendary, if you ask me. So right about now, as you can see, we have Trade Locker on the screen. We have closed off all positions. So let me quickly talk to you guys about what I plan on doing next with this account. So I'm not taking any trades until it's time to get a payout. And this is basically how you should be thinking too, in terms of being a funded trader. Once you've made X amount, literally just sit on your hands and do nothing until the money comes back to you. And the good thing about this is now that we've made $576, we also get our initial deposit back. So once all that is said and done, we will be trading risk free. So now let's hop over to the account dashboard, and I'm just going to show you basically what's been going on. So first things first, as you can see, 576. This is looking good. Only one trade was taken. Amazing, right? So in terms of payout and how the payout system works with Funded Rock, it's super, super simple, right? Coming to the payout section, as you can see, the profit was 576. We're going to keep 80%, which is $460. So I am not allowed to make another, I'm not allowed to request a payout until 2 weeks after my first trade, which is basically the 29th of April. So plan of action is I'm not going to do anything with this account until then. I might get another account to trade in the meantime while we wait for this payout to come. And that is pretty much that, guys, in terms of this video. I've shown you guys what it's like behind the scenes in terms of how to approach a platform challenge, what you need to do, risks, sessions, pairs to trade, and all that kind of stuff. And we've literally done this all within the space of 3 days. And that's why when you are buying a challenge, like, make sure that the add-ons that you buy actually apply to your type of lifestyle and with your mindset. So when it comes to me and trading, like I said previously, I'm not a fan of holding challenges for like weeks and weeks and weeks. I'd rather pass a challenge fast than fail slow, if that makes sense. So yeah, thank you guys for watching once again. I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, peace.